Do your own research and due diligence before investing in any company. The information I provide is in no way or manner a professional suggestion to purchase shares in any publicly traded company. I am not licensed to provide financial advice, and this should be considered entertainment. These stock profiles are intended to be trading ideas, a starting point for research. Any individual who chooses to invest in any securities should do so with caution. Investing in securities is speculative and carries a high degree of risk. You may lose some or all the money that is invested. Always research your own investments and consider consulting with a registered investment advisor or a licensed stockbroker before investing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It's your boy Soundman. I'm in the building. And we are back live. We are back live on the air. Shout out to everybody who traded today, who didn't trade today, who paper traded, who did whatever. If you listened to the show before one time and you're back, welcome. Welcome. Shout out to everybody who traded today, who didn't trade today. All right, just want to make sure how I sound good. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining me back here on the air. Thank you for joining me back here on the air. Glad to be back. Had a great episode yesterday. If you didn't check out the episode, make sure you check out yesterday's episode. If you need that inspiration, you need that courage to jump in the game, learning, or, you've been learning for months and you're just still on the sidelines. Hopefully yesterday's episode will be that boost you need. Shout out to all the people in the chat room already. Dom Willis, Boy Dog, Buy Productions. All right. Who else is in here? Astrid, Robert Dupree. Let me see. Alex Montez, Freddie Foster, Travi, Mag3690, Michael B, Jim A, Money Stay Woke. All you people in the chat room, man, thank you and appreciate you for joining me. And today, look, another day on the market, man. Another day on the market. The stock market is hot today. Nobody really knows why. Obviously, we have, some interest. Some earnings out, and some of them are crushing earnings, but most of them aren't. Wasn't necessarily the best day for me. I lost, I think it was $340 something today on a stock called LXU. LXU. I played LXU today. I played it on the short because I was looking for the breakdown and it didn't happen. I was looking for the breakdown and it didn't happen. It got me for about $300 and something. I was real pissed off. I was like, oh shit. I was looking for the flag. I saw it flagging. It was really weak on level 2. Volume was coming down. I thought we would get a breakdown. Based on the daily chart, it didn't deserve to get this high. Earnings were horrible, but they didn't lose as much as they lost last time. So, and then it didn't help that the market was rallying. I had the SPY on another monitor, and the SPY was going crazy. The overall Standard & Poor's market, 500 was just going off the charts, and then the stock kind of started picking up the momentum. And this is a stock that's going to probably break down either tomorrow or in the week. But ironically, you had E-Trade that had shares, and you had, SureTrader had shares. SureTrader had shares. So it caught me, though. It caught me and ended up breaking out higher. And I had to run. Yeah, there was a point where I had like a $12,000 position, and then it went against me like $250, and then went to $300, and went $500, and it went to $700. I'm thinking like, okay, if it goes $250, I'm going to go ahead and excuse me, guys. Sorry for that. There we go. I'm going to take care of that. It went against me, so I'm letting it go, thinking like, okay, I'm only gonna, let it go 250 and then 500 and then 700. And I found myself in a situation where I was letting my loss get bigger and bigger, thinking like, oh, okay, I'll get out at this level. I started getting into that pattern that some of you guys get into. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I only accept a 150 loss. Oh, I only accept a 250 loss. Luckily, it kind of started to retrace. I got out for a $345 loss, but it shouldn't have even gotten that much because as soon as it started getting away from me, I should have cut it off. But that was my day. That was my day. All right. So you guys know what it is. The lines are open. Let me go ahead and log into Skype here, and we'll hear what you guys did today. So I spent the rest of the day reanalyzing what I did wrong. I broke some rules and some other things that I'm going to be doing differently as the week goes by. All right. Somebody talked about PUPS yesterday. If you guys remember, we had a gentleman call up, and he talked about how PUPS is going to keep going up and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you guys something. I've been around the block a little bit when it comes to these OTC stocks. I know what it is. There's some familiar names that as soon as you hear the name, you just know that's just not a play you want to touch. It's not a play when you want to touch. So as soon as he called up and said something about big money, Mike, I already knew I'm not touching this stock. I'm not even touching this stock, man. I don't want nothing of it at all. And look what it did today, man. 905, you're on the air. What's up?
What's up, man? This is Baze from yesterday calling about pups or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, you were the guy that called up.
Yeah, I was the guy that called up.
Man, please tell me you sold for whatever profits you had.
No, I didn't have any profits. I've actually been in the red for a while now. So basically yesterday what happened was my friend on the chat, the Discord chat, told me like, okay, this stock is being pumped in blah, 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 blah. So I jumped in at 0.0077 and I saw the guy's Twitter page and I was like, okay, I made like, I was up like $50. It wasn't like a big deal. I only had like a $200 position or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, this is actually working. And I didn't know the followers are fake. So I'm like, okay. So I called in a little excited. I'm like, all right, guys, it's getting pumped.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to school tomorrow, the next day, and I'm looking at the thing, and it just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This thing is like a volcano being erupted right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, he's basically selling into the volume. That's all that is. I mean, that basically is a chart that is showing that somebody is selling heavily into the market, and this is clear as day. And sure enough, you can see the huge dump in the morning, which they expected that huge volume to come in, and it did come in. That volume did come in the morning in terms of interested buyers, and they sold they shitted on them. They completely shitted on anybody who wanted
it was
pumps.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I literally was just watching it all day, and like to be honest, I wasn't like very like disappointed because I just felt like I put myself in this situation. I was like, hey, I there was a possibility of this happening. Like, people said this could happen. I took the risk, and that's what it is. But I realized like I need to really like refocus myself and like build a new fundamental to like kind of like get me out of this red situation that I'm in or whatever, because I'm letting my like losses get to me or whatever. So I kind of made a new watch list, and I don't know, would you be able to check it out for me? I have like a couple of tickers here.
Yeah, give me your best three tickers.
So I have
right
CYTR. I don't know if you heard of that.
Okay, yeah, CYTR. That was hot a couple of days ago. It's flagging now a little bit. CYTR, here's the 5 minute over the course of a couple of days here. All right.
Yeah, I saw like the doji and the bullish confirmation above the ADMA or whatever, and the support it's at 0.86 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like they were supposed to attend a conference on the 21st or something like that.
Yeah, this is a stock that's been doing really well for the last couple of days. It's at its highest point that it's ever been for the year Huge rally, by the way, in these last couple of days. A lot of volume coming in too.
Mhm. And Gern, GERN.
Okay, Gern. All right, Gern. All right, nice day today for Gern as well. Nice big candlestick there over the course of today. All right, we had a gap up. What was that? That was the 10th. Okay. We had the gap up higher from 2 to 210s. And you're hanging on at Gern. All right. And the next one?
Yeah. There's another one. APPS apps.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with this one. It used to be my darling, this one, apps.
Oh yeah.
Not sure. Did earnings already come and go? I think so. Yeah, it did. Hold on. This was back in February.
I'm not sure, but like if you look at the chart, like literally, it's just kind of I don't know. It's slowly going up.
Yeah,
but you never know with these stocks.
Yeah, very slow stock. It hovers. It looks like it's probably going back for its long-term price of like 99, a dollar, because it used to hang at that for so long, and it's probably going back there.
Yeah, I have support at 88 cents. So
Okay.
like I feel like it's gonna go back to that. I don't know if you can see that support at 88, like the little small. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. And I have one more. Yeah, one more. AVP, and I actually have two more. I don't know if you want to go through them, but
Yeah,
AVP.
we'll look at this one. ADP, you said?
No, actually, no, forget that. Scratch that. OPTT.
Okay, let me see. OPTT.
I know there was a big. That was.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. This is that low float.
I got crapped on.
Yeah,
that
this
one.
is that low float runner. I don't like OPTT either. It reminds me a lot
Oh
of
no.
Dries, kind of one of those stocks that can run at any time, but it just every time you believe in it, it shits on you. For
Oh, okay.
OPTT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just one more. AVP. So AVP. Yeah.
AVP. What is that? Avon Products? Yeah, this is a sleeper stock, man. This is a nice little swing for somebody if you can catch it at the right price. Avon,
It's a pretty good setup right now.
yeah, it's a good setup right now. Again, this is like a couple of days. I wouldn't believe in the company too much longer, but it's had a good setup.
Yeah, because it's a network marketing company, I believe. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. That's all I have for today, man. But
Appreciate it, man.
I'm just trying to reorganize myself. But yeah, all right. See ya.
Thank you for the call, man. Appreciate it. Look, he got shitted on. He got shitted on. You remember he called up first. He's saying he was down in the stock, but he called up yesterday saying, "Hey, I don't want to promote the stock or anything," but he wanted us to buy into it to get his profits up. You know what I'm saying? He wanted us to buy in it to get his profits up. Africa Emporium, $432 off CYTR today. Yeah, that stock was had a nice little range. CYTR. You actually had a high today of 97 cents before pulling back, but that's a beautiful looking chart for someone who's been following this stock for the last couple of days. 845, you're in the air. What's up?
Hey, how you doing? It's Ken from New York. How do you like that AMFE? Where I talked about this one a couple nights ago. It just keeps going higher.
Yeah, I mean, you tell me. I mean, like, how is it too late for people who are kind of
right?
I don't think hanging on the sidelines?
I don't think so. Their the revenues and earnings are going to be out second week in May, and they're supposed to be amazing. Okay. They had a PR that came out on Sunday afternoon regarding announcing partnerships with major companies like Nintendo, which is in the market has liked it because the stock's gone from it closed at 5.7 on Friday. The PR came out Sunday, and here we are Tuesday night, and we're at 7.9. So it's doing good. And
this isn't. Are you saying this is not a pump? This is like a legitimate, like, small company that's just out
which
here
is
doing
amazing,
things?
right? Yes. And notice the volume expanded today. It was close to 10 million. So the volume's been expanding, and it's been going up slowly. It's been steadily. I mean, the stock was, I think, 2 to 3 cents back on March 1st. and now we're close to 8.
Yeah, let me see here. I know they submitted a quarterly report back in January. Cash on hand, 140,000. Total assets, 4 million. Where's revenues? Okay, so they actually do have some revenues, and they were net positive for 2016. All right, I have to go into deeper on this, but yeah, they actually got a little bit of cash.
Amazing. I wanted to ask you the 000 stock that I've spoken to you about, the DBMM. That was the mention to you that I got in at 0007 about a month ago, and it made a really big move a couple days ago. Yesterday made a big move, and today it was down a bit, digesting the gains, which looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's a nice setup. I think DBMM is had some hype over the last couple of days. I think if somebody wanted to get an entry, I think today was your day. We'll see what the market says about it tomorrow. But yeah, yesterday was a crazy day for that stock. But you had some people kind of take advantage of it and sell into that.
I did.
Move.
I sold part of it.
Oh, you saw part of it? Okay, yeah, and that makes sense.
I did sell. Because people say to me, when you have that kind of gains, at least lock something in.
Of course.
One more, the BLDV. That was the big pump on Friday, and it corrected severely yesterday. What do you think of that one today?
Let me see. Blue Diamond Ventures. Yeah, that was another one that, it was the third day, and the third day is typically a really bad day for these OTCs. And BLDV, again, today you had some bottom fishing in the stock. With that short body doji there, we'll see. I mean, all we can do is we're still kind of hot, so we'll see whether or not there's any momentum left here. But I think this might be game over for BLDV, at least for now.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Enjoy the show. Take care.
Appreciate it. 845. Thanks for the call. Yeah, I think this one might be a wrap for BLDV. All right, this was kind of one of those stocks that kind of went out of nowhere. I took a look at what's going on really, and I think they actually haven't put out anything for like a while, right? BLDV. It's kind of one of those companies, no revenues, no nothing. Let me see here, because I saw the email that went out. April 3rd, they put out a annual report. And ironically, based in Chicago. Yeah, this is the company. Yeah, they had $5,000 in cash. So it's a pump. And, look, I just think that it could be a wrap for BLDV, in my opinion. What's going on, David? All right, Alex Montez, ALSK. Pull back to that 5%. Alaska Communication Services Group. Wow, that's been a really good run for that stock. Really good run for that stock. I think you're at highs here right now, so I don't know. I wouldn't jump into this situation right now. I mean, the stock is up. What is that? 57% since the 11th. So you're a little high up there. As you can see, the RSI is above 70. I don't really like going into stocks when the RSI is that high on the daily for swings. For swings anyway. ALSK. Volume isn't the greatest either, too, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's see where you'd want to make some money on this here on that breakout here on the daily. And this has been, that 194 is probably where you wanted to get in. Now at the stock, you're facing that resistance I'm seeing here back in, is that October? All right, so dealing with a little bit of October resistance. Stock pulled back today. We'll see whether or not you can get some momentum to break out of that. All right. What's going on, Jorge? Yeah, current volume's at 475,000. 475,000. Again, with daily volume averages 400,000. So nothing crazy. Obviously, you probably would want to see a little bit more than that if you're talking about a really strong rally that's going to break out of walls. Or break through walls, rather, excuse me. Down 5% today on that resistance. 251, you're on the air. What's up?
Yo, Seth, what's going on, man?
Hey, Anthony, what's up with you, man?
Oh, no, but I had a question about what you said about ALSK
Yeah,
about not going in when the RSI is up over 70.
yeah, go ahead.
When would be the time to like swing trade, day trade? What would I need to look for us to get in the day trade, such as a trade like that? I know the volume is one,
Yeah.
and the RSI should be where.
Well, so for a swing trade, you preferably like to get in a stock when it's approaching, a resistance where, it's in the past had issues with, but has either tapped it and came back down, or is looking to break through it for the first time. Now, for both shorters and people who are looking to go long, that could be a setup for unfortunately going in the wrong direction, because it can always break down and come back. So
Hmm.
being that the stock has already broken through that 190 price, which was at the March 21st, and now he's almost, as I said earlier, 60% away from that breakout, that original breakout. I think he's chasing right now if you were to go in. And looking
Okay.
back at where we are here in October with the RSI,
Hmm.
already that hot, volume not even being as strong as it probably needs to be to really break through a resistance level that strong that's been attempted one, two, couple times, three times. I think he might be chasing if you were to go into this stock right now.
Well, not that particular stock, but I just wanted to have an idea because I know like Stock Guard, he was like, when the RSI gets like to 70, the 75, 80 range,
Mhm.
you know, it'll pull back and go back like down to like a cool down from what he was
Yeah.
saying.
So stock god, his is an intraday strategy where once the stock cools down from an RSI of 70 or 77 or 80, as high as 80, and comes
Hmm.
back down, cooling down where you see a decline in volume and a decline in RSI to as low as sometimes the 50s, sometimes as low as the 40s, and then starts to
Hmm.
flag. Once it starts to flag and you start to see a pickup in volume and a pickup in the RSI, that's when he would jump in order to ride a very, very, very short swing back to the 80 or 70 RSI where the stock was originally. So
Yeah.
we did an episode on that. I would check that episode out. It was a couple episodes ago. I can probably dig up the
Yeah.
link for you.
Yeah. I was actually watching it. I
Oh,
was
okay.
actually watching it when he was on. You
Okay.
know, uh, and the show the other day, man, that was awesome how old boy made that 80 something thousand. And I was like,
Yeah, I actually
that must
misspoke.
be me.
I actually misspoke because I said he made 89,000. He actually made 96,000. I bet my bad. He actually made $96,000 in one day.
Hey, hey, $10,000 is a big difference. It's
Right,
nice
right,
people
right.
change,
I
but
got to give him every
hey,
cent. I got to give him every cent.
yeah,
Yes, indeed.
okay. All right, appreciate it, Sam, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I mean, how can I discounted the guy's gains almost 10 grand. That's a huge, huge, huge difference. So it's, yes, $96,000 in one day. All right, $96,000 in one day. All right, and we had see Astrid talking about film. And again, I remember Astrid, you wanted to double up here and film, and today we had a sideways day in the stock. So glad you didn't. Hopefully you didn't. Let's continue to see what the stock does moving forward. AMLH is another one I know you're looking at. Down day for the stock, but see the spinning tops there. No biggie on that one. No biggie on that one. I know he's still doing things, still putting good information out there. 206, Mr. Lloyd, what's up, man?
What's up, Sal? What's going on, everybody?
Yes,
David in the
indeed.
house, Investor Hub. Hey, man, I know it's been forever. Shit, I've been down and out trying to get my shit together. getting the rip-offs to come over to the house to fix it up, and hell, you know, it don't make no damn sense when you trying to get your house remodeled. You might as well build a whole fucking new house the way they trying to charge you to put a kitchen up in there. I might as well just tear this motherfucker down and build a new house.
I know you've been having issues with that, man. I mean, that's, you know, all you want to do is make your house look nice, and these people trying to, you know, make your pool out while you do it.
Right. So, but other than that, man, I wanted to comment on the last guy that was talking, and I love that chart that you had up. And let me tell you, as long as I haven't been trading for a very long time, but that chart looks beautiful when you see something like that. However, watching something like that in play, you would have got scared to death because that sideways movement and all those red candles there. Mm-hmm. I probably would have got my ass out a long time ago. But let me ask you something. As long as you've been trading, how long have you, or how many times do you think you caught a move like that? Because that, to me, seems, it's been, I guess that takes a lot of patience to ride something like that.
Now, what ticker are we talking about? The AMFE guy? This one right here?
I'm sorry. I was looking at my phone, so I just got to log into the computer.
Okay, no problem. Yeah,
the guy that was. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, the AMFE, right? The one that is kind of keep going up and up and up and up.
Right, and you was like, basically, you just be chasing it. So that one there. So basically, what I was getting at with that is that maybe it's rare, man. It's rare for me to ride something like that, and I don't know about you guys out there, but it's nice to see that after the fact. But when you're actually seeing that in play, that's really hard. I mean, do you think you can ride something like that?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, but here's the thing, man. I've seen stocks like this continue to go. You know what I mean? I've seen stocks like this continue. But what is the probability that if you were to buy into this stock, that it would go down? I think it's very, very, very high.
Very high.
So I would just avoid it. I would congratulate everybody who was in it. All right, congratulate everybody who was in it. And hey, if you made money, great. But you missed the boat. You missed the boat, and just say, hey, I'll find something like that myself in another opportunity.
Right. So, and like I said, as long as I've been trading, it's really hard for me to catch moves like that. I mean, as much as I would love to get something like that, but when you look at it from the sky up, it looks pretty good. But if you zoom in that shit, you get scared because, those long wicks and you riding it down and you may be down $200 and $300 and you just really don't know where it's going to go. That's how I feel about it, man. I mean, I will love to build my patience to be able to ride something like that. And I think in all the months I've been trading, I may have did it 2 or 3 times, but to ride something like that, man, that's almost like a miracle. So.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a stock that was a penny back in December, and now we're at 7 cents a share. So well over 600, and I want to say 670% gains for this particular stock. But yeah, man, I mean, these are kind of the dreams you look for. But to jump in now, I think would probably be, not good for the average investor.
Right. And shouts out to everybody in the Discord, man, and the participation that's going on. I mean, I'm so proud of you guys and how much you guys are learning. I know I've been kind of on the in the background a little bit, but when you have a lot of stressors in your life, it's not very good to trade because you will make mistakes, and so you try not to interfere or put your stressors into your trading because you can make a huge mistake, and when you're putting your feelings in trading, because to me, I feel like you have to be emotionless,
right.
And I mean emotionless because when you're down a little bit, you can't panic. So basically, taking a step back and getting my house done. Now the baby's on the a little bit on the way. I just need to make sure that I can stay focused when I'm trading to have and to eliminate as many distractions as I can. But shouts out to the guy that called in. Hey, listen, man, I got a suggestion for you guys. TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim platform has an awesome on-demand feature that will allow you to practice, basically play the trades, going back to it however far back you want to go. And basically what this does, it allows you to, partner up with somebody in the Discord and have somebody pick a date and a stock and just go to that date and look at it and anticipate what you think is going to happen based on whatever analogy that you're doing, what type of chart you like, and practice. I mean, because, I haven't seen any other platforms that allow this. And so it helps you to kind of get an understanding of how the market plays. And so practice. And I still practice. I lose my money still. I mean, I'm not a millionaire. I'm still learning from you guys. But I just, Sal, man, you got a great thing going on here, man. And hell, I'm glad I was able to get through. Shit, I thought my phone battery was going to die trying to call up in here.
Thank you, man. Hey, and also, Mr. Lloyd, I got your email too. Don't say the name, but I like that name. I'm looking for that domain right now. So I saw the email. I'm taking care of that, and I probably might run with that. I might run with it.
You like that name?
I do like that name. I might run with it. All right.
All right, brother. Hey, listen. Hey, good job, brother. I really appreciate it. At the end of the day, I'm gonna take care of you, man. And matter of fact, we'll be taking that $1 million cruise one day.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Mr.
Have
Lloyd.
a good day.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Mr. Lloyd on the air. Shout out to Mr. Lloyd on the air. Yes, indeed. All right. Mr. Lloyd. Yes, indeed, man. 704. You on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal. It's Alex.
Hey, Alex. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Hey, listen, so I finally got rid of PIP.
Okay.
And obviously,
I wanted you to get rid of that a long time ago. PIP this is a struggling company, man. I think this is
but
one of those companies
for them to merge.
With who?
They're merging with another big company. That's the thing that I've been waiting for.
Who wants PIP?
Look it up. I can't remember the name of the company, but it's a big company, and they just got a huge contract. I'm just waiting on that merger. That's why I've been holding on this damn thing for so long.
All right. In my opinion, I think this could be a future bankruptcy play, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with PIP. But again, it's one of the stocks that I ask people to avoid.
Well, I lost money, obviously. Okay. So with my little Robinhood account, the very beginning of the morning, I bought like 8 shares of Netflix. And I made money. I actually recovered like $30 something. Yeah, $30 or $35.
Yeah.
And I got out. So I was too scared. I didn't want to lose what I had already gained. But take a look at the chart.
Oh yeah, it's tearing it up.
Should I go back in because it's just now breaking it's breaking up now?
Yeah, well, look, all the tech stocks are running right now today. In fact, we had NASDAQ pass 6,000. Huge day for technology stocks. It's been a huge month for technology stocks after a little bit of consolidation in early March, but they've broken out of that recently. So you had Netflix, you had NVIDIA, you had many of these tech runners just go insane today. You can see that a lot in the queues, and Netflix was one of them. So go back in. I don't know. I think right now, if you had some gains, take them off the table. If you've been struggling,
I got my money.
Yeah, definitely got your money. I think right now you just got to play it day to day, man. Because right now, as I've said on Twitter and with some other people, I don't know why the market is running right now. Everybody's talking about the excitement over a Trump economy, and he hasn't done anything. So I don't know why we have this kind of valuations going on in companies like McDonald's. I had to sell my McDonald's position. I have a position in McDonald's going back from 2004 when it was like my first job. So
wow.
I'm looking at the chart and I'm saying, why is McDonald's up 400 million from a week and a half ago? And I don't know if this is going to keep going. I doubt it. But at these levels, this profit, you got to take these right now if you've been sitting in some of these.
Yeah, I definitely got my profit.
Yeah.
Same thing with Siri. I'm very thankful for Sirius, my favorite stock, man. I made some money on Sirius XM, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like guaranteed money, man. I've always made money with them.
Yeah. Yes.
The other one I'm long is Baba.
Okay. Yep. Baba. Yeah, this is a
So-
stock I've been watching for a while too. Baba breaking out. I was watching it back here in December, but breaking out since then. Baba going higher. Very smart CEO, by the way, too. I forgot the guy's name. Something Ma. I forgot his first name. But yeah, another guy who believes in machines and whatnot. So Baba going higher. Another beneficiary of this bull market, man.
So let me ask you this. Are these the stocks that a rookie, like a guy like me, should be buying on?
Absolutely. I mean, right now, if you're looking, if you want to take advantage of this marketplace right now, you've got to go to the large caps. I mean, if you're someone who you don't consider yourself a day trader, you kind of just get in and, get some profits and get out. The large caps is kind of where you take advantage of the bull market right now. Now, if you are looking for higher, than average gains, of course, small caps and penny stocks is always going to be where it's at. But that's
not what I'm asking. That's not what I was asking. What I was asking is that you notice how I made a huge mistake of buying XTNT.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my shirt on that one too. So I'm noticing that maybe I'm buying the stuff that I'm not supposed to be buying in Baba and Netflix is like the right stocks for me to buy, because when I went on XTNT, I thought I was buying on the very bottom, but it turns out that I just kept on going. The fucking thing just kept on going down and down and down. So for someone who's just starting, is this the setup that I should be buying on, the breakout, not the deep buying? Like, what do you think?
I mean, no, that's a question you're gonna have to answer for yourself, man. I mean, what do you want to trade? You know what I'm saying? What do you want to, where do you see yourself being successful at? I mean, that's not a question, unfortunately, that I can answer for you, man. I mean, if you feel like, you have an easier time and you're having a more successful time trading more expensive companies that are a little bit more stable, that don't offer necessarily the largest percentage gains, and that you have to put down a little bit more for.
But the breakout basic is what I'm trying to tell you. Should I buy more on the breakout than on the bottom?
It depends on the stock, man. I can't answer that question. I can't tell you that every breakout for you to jump in and buy. You know what I mean? The only thing you can buy are just breakouts and never go in and bottom fish a stock that's down. For example, right now we have a stock, ticker symbol X. X right now after hours, I believe is going for is down 14% or something like that. Ticker symbol X, U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel, if it opens up tomorrow at $22, $23, I'm all over it. You know what I'm saying? It's a deep value play that will generate returns for me over the course of time. So that's not a breakout situation. That's a stock that actually breaking down.
Why do you see that this is a good play? Tell me what it is that you see on this play.
Well, if a stock that go ahead, that would be based on just valuation and fundamentals. So when a stock like U.S. Steel, that again, if you look at the 1 year chart, again another Trump stock that's up huge, and going back from 2016, this stock is up over 300% since January of 2016. To be able to get into a stock like this at a discount of almost 14 or 15% for someone who wants to go on a swing, I think that's great value there. That's a lot of value there. So, I believe not even bad earnings. Now it's not even a bad earnings play or anything like that. I think it's a segment, situation where that industry is going through some bullshit right now. So it's like Africa Emporium said, that's a discount value play that you want to take advantage of.
Okay. All right, man. Thanks for the tips.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right. Yeah, so Alex, yeah, go. I hope you're reading and watching some of those DVDs, man, and those DVDs that we put out, because I get that he wants more knowledge on some of these, but yeah, breakouts, you can't just ride all of them, because many times we've seen breakouts become breakdowns. Am I right? How many people have been on the breakout, jumped in, and all of a sudden it's going the opposite way? Fast. 313, you're on the air. What's up?
Yo, what's up, Sal? What's happening, man?
What's going on with you?
I'm all good. Man, I've been trying to get into your show for a minute, but I'm glad I'm on, and I just want to give you a shout out. Thank you for this platform. Definitely made some bread, and it's because of you and your picks. And everybody picks and everything like that, but I'm just gonna get right into it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the stock. I love this stock, man. I just don't know what to say. I love it. Ticker symbol FCGD. That's my joint, man. That's my joint. I like it.
FCGB?
Yes, sir.
Let me see here. Why am I not?
FCGD.
FCG. Why am I not pulling up anything on it? Let me see here. FCG.
First Colombian.
First Colombian Gold. Okay.
Yeah, that joint.
FCGD. All right. First Colombian Gold.
Had a nice little value spike today. You know what I'm saying?
0002.
And you know what I noticed about this, man? Because I just was in it at 0001, and it had a nice spike. I dumped it. Mm-hmm. And I got back in, but it seems like on this joint, all the ones is getting sucked up real fast.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
and
it's got a lot of dilution in there. I mean, when do you think this is going to get a real breakout? Because, I mean, when you're talking about triples.
For sure in May.
You get in at these 0001s, 0002s to really, get some cash out. You need to really get a breakout where it goes, 0002 to 0007. You know what I'm saying? That's where you really, that's what you need to happen, man.
Absolutely. And just to touch on that, just based off of all the 0001 plays that I've been in and had successful gains in, it's following the same pattern. And I think this one definitely going to break out in May, because this is the second bump. You know what I'm saying? And mm-hmm. The volume has been consistent at least 2 weeks straight, as far as averaging at least 1 billion shares. And what is impressive to me about it is the money that's flowing. I mean, this is a 0001 play, a past pump and dump, and you got close to $2 million flowing through the stock. That's crazy. So, to me, it's just lining up. I mean, out of all the 0001 plays that I've been in last year, no money really sliding through. Even though I made money, really not that much money, a couple of $100,000. But when you got something like this with $2 million, and it really no news, nothing. Mm-hmm. That's just good sign. So keep it on your radar, man. If you could get in at 0001, I mean, for 2 hours today, it was, you had access, but that closed up quick. So it's just something to tuck some money in, and you can sell out on any spike, because it's guaranteed. I guarantee you it's going to spike at least twice before it breaks out. So it might shoot to 0007,
mm-hmm.
might shoot to 0008, and then it's just going to run the next time.
All right. We'll be watching,
so
man.
Just keep your eye, man. Just keep your eye out on it.
And we will. We will, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
All right, peace, bro.
Thank you, man. Look, the problem I have with that is that it doesn't have a history of doing that. It doesn't have a history of ever being if I can see promoted to an extent where investors got some serious gains in the stock at any one point in time. But I can't necessarily shit on the play because remember we had a stock AWGI, right? AWGI, which basically crapped on itself today, but had a really good day yesterday. You had a huge surge of volume in AWGI, and those people who were in the stock at 0001, 0002, the stock got to as high as 0007, and they all sold. They all sold, and obviously today, nothing but bag holders in AWGI now, because they'll probably never see 0007 for a very, very long time. So we'll see. We'll be watching if he turns out to be right. He called in about it. So 918, you're on the air. What's up? 918, you there?
Yep.
918. All right.
Get out of here, you damn nigga.
You just wanted to hear me breathe. Okay. HIPH, yeah, again, that's another one where, HIPH. That's another one that looks like AWGI. This was one I thought would be breaking out soon and still just kind of bouncing around there. RCHA is another one, putting out a lot of news, a lot of hype, just struggles to find a day, where people at 0001 and 0002 would just stay put instead of taking advantage of this shitty little 0002, which most people can't even take advantage of. All right, RCHA, both two stocks that just struggling to get out, standing in their own way. Standing in their own way. AOXY, let me see, AOXY, what are you guys bringing up here? I've never seen that ticker before. AOXY, Advanced Oxygen Technologies. Yeah, that's insane. 3,000%. Nice little pump there. 614, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal. K. Harvey here. How you doing, bro?
Hey, what's going on with you, K. Harvey?
All right. Listen, I've just got a ticket I want you to check out for me. Actually, this was brought to us to the room. Shout out to Astrid. I've been watching this ever since she brought this to our attention about a month and a half ago. BMXC. They do the disposable diapers. The lady CEO.
Yeah, this is a chat room favorite right here, but it's been underperforming, man. And all the hype that I hear about BMXC, it's not delivering, man. I mean, what do you feel about it?
Well, see, here's the thing. I mean, with that, obviously, it crashed down to, I think, what's that, 007, and was at a penny for, what have you. And my philosophy is, if I'm in the Insta Hub rooms or whatever, all the loans are saying, they're going to buy up these shares. And what I've noticed over the last...
Who's saying that?
I'm just saying people that are going along. I'm just saying.
Okay.
On the stock. So my philosophy is where I've been making a lot of money, even on red days or whatever, I'll buy the dips and then I'll just wait to go up like maybe 0.5% or whatever, because I like to play the sub pennies or what have you.
Sure.
So to see something like this come down to the 07s, I was just licking my chops. So I dropped a couple of hundreds on both my. I got my TD Ameritrade account set up too, Sal, the one you showed me set up for last year, and then I'm just actually have enough money in there where I can just wait for it to come back over a penny. And that's just, my philosophy why I play other plays that are more active or what have you. Because I do believe it's going to make its way back, and to me, it's worth it. Even if I sit on a couple of $100 for a week or 2 weeks and it goes back over one, that's a success trade for me. That's just my way I'm looking at it from that standpoint.
Yeah, my dead on is I got a line set up at 0051. If it crosses that, man, I think it's a dead zone for BMXC. How long are you looking to stay into this? Before you decide that it's no longer worth holding.
Right. Well, see, my I'm only at 10-20%. So if something doesn't happen, each stock that I get into, I go for my frame of mind is a week. If anything doesn't go in, if it doesn't happen within a week or what have you, I'm out. at 10-20%. So if I'm down and nothing happens on that, I cut my losses and I keep moving. And then I was reading about what you just said about the 005. If it does go that low, then I will, I'll be out at that point. But again, that's just the philosophy that I'm looking at right now. It kind of made its way back up a little bit at 9.4. Actually, this morning when it at 9:30 it went up to like 9.3. So I could have actually, got out right there, but I didn't. And then it might retest that again tomorrow. If it does that again, I'll take a couple of dollars that I make and then probably get out. But my point is, that's what I'm looking at. See if it touches somewhere around the 9s to a penny, because that's all I need, and I'm out. You know what I mean? But if it does come back down to 5 or whatever, I don't even know if I'll even get that low, because I'm constantly watching it. So
sure.
We'll see.
We'll be watching, man. We'll be watching.
All right. Shout out to Ashley. Thanks, sweetie. I'll talk to y'all. Thanks, Sean.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, K. Harvey, for the call. Thank you, K. Harvey, for the call, sir. Yeah, I mean, the only thing about BMXC is it's kind of, it didn't really have a great March. It is not having a great April. I haven't, I don't see a bottom, unless today's doji is, that bottom, and K. Harvey's getting in at the perfect time, but the RSI is showing well below 50 and has been under 50 since, going back to, as early as March the 28th. So now you've talked about almost 30 days below 50 on the RSI on the daily chart. And I don't know. But I definitely wish him success on this trade. All right. Somebody keeps talking about CVM. What's about CVM? All right. CVM, 2 good days on CVM, 9 cents. This is where the rally started at. You got a nice little candlestick again today, long wick. On top of that Marubozu or Marubutsu, or whatever you want to pronounce it. All right. The day's range, I'm surprised you had because you closed at 11 cents. That was actually the high. So why does it have a wick? I don't know if it's just maybe my screen or what. CVM, huh? See somebody in the chat room talking about Zoom. Zoom is the software company. They make apps. They got actually some decent apps too. I've downloaded some of those apps in Zoom. I'm not sure. Well, again, that's another one where, they got a ton of shares out there. But if they would just get their act together, man, they've actually got some pretty good games that they make. You can download in the App Store and play for free right now. 918, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, man, this is Reese the Fourth, a.k.a. Dex Cannon, a.k.a. the Supernovas. How's it going?
Doing good. Appreciate you calling, man. I think this is your first time calling, right?
This will be my second time.
Okay.
I called from a different number the first time.
All right. What you got for us, man?
Oh, man, not too much. First, if you don't mind me asking, man, whatever happened with the little Boricua?
Oh, well, I ended up, moving, and my thing with her was that, her English wasn't the best and my Spanish wasn't the best. I remember talking about this. My Spanish wasn't on point for her, and I didn't want to, fight that battle. And I had a feeling in the back of her head she had a little Jose around that she was messing with. So, but that was a fun hanging out with her while I did.
Absolutely, man. I had to sit back and just imagine how she looked. I bet she was thicker
Oh,
than
man, she was beautiful. Just beautiful. Just a beautiful Hispanic woman just off the island, just came here to America. I think she'd been here 3 weeks or something like that. So honey was it was a dime, you know what I'm saying? And she then got the love since she showed up in America. And I had to holler at that for a little bit.
Yeah, I had to mess with you that day. You were a little late to the
yes, indeed.
You were a little late to your own party, and I was like, oh man, he sitting up here tricking on somebody.
Yes, indeed.
But anyway, it's all good. It ain't tricking if you got it. But the other guy he brought up, I think about 2 callers ago, he brought up FCGD, and I had a swing trade on that. I think whenever we were back on Good Friday, whenever we came back in on Monday, I was just looking for something to get in, and And although this is a small cap penny stock, just because of the name, I expected it to be like some global currency trade type stuff.
Yeah.
Just because it says this is First Columbia Gold Corporation.
Right. That's what they. Oh man, they know exactly what they're doing when they name these companies.
Right. I mean, those are three strong words, man. And but to come to find out, they're more into acquiring convenience stores and undervalued restaurants. And it was funny because even on their website, it said they secured a 10-location franchise agreement with Maryland Fried Chicken.
Wow.
And I'm like, do y'all acquire gold or sell gold, or do y'all sell fried chicken? What is going on, man? But anyway, I have to give a shout-out to Bat Scientist because I did get in on the position. I got in at 0002 with 2 million shares, and this was my first.
So is Bats telling people to get into this play right here?
Well, no. This was like this was after the Good Friday. This was right after Easter.
Okay.
But Bat Scientist, he had actually brought up. This was the first day FCGD had sort of uptrended, and Bat Scientist brought up BVTK, and this was actually after hours. I ended up doing a swing trade on it, and he said generally pump and dumps, they don't lure you into this trade to only, do a pump and dump for one day. Usually they want to get 2 to 3 days out of it. And so, that kind of strengthened my resolve. And then I woke up the next morning, and the next thing I hear, they had a letter of intent to lease coal mineral rights. And I was like, yes, this is the information that I needed. And so I ended up getting out of the trade at 9:30:31. So 31 seconds into market open, I made a quick $400 and I was out.
Yeah, this was BVTK, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. That was FCGD, but because of what he said about BVTK, it made me want to stay in. But I have one stock I want you to look at, and then I'll let you analyze it, and I can take the answer off air.
Okay.
Let's see, AOXY.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody brought this up, man. This looks like a 1-day pump, man.
Okay.
This looks like a 1-day situation, man. At one point, this has to be an email that got sent out on somebody's huge list or something, because I don't see any information justifying, this move. Was no news, just, let me see here, man. Let me see. Because have you been able to find any news on it? I haven't gotten a single email ever.
No, actually, I think it changed from, I don't know, I think its classification changed in some way, because you can't even find news going back, I guess, more than, 5 or 10 days.
Yeah, they already got the skull and crossbones here at OTC Markets. Stay away, avoid. So it looks like the game's already up with them at OTC Markets. You got to be really careful when you already get the skull and crossbones at OTC. If you remember a ticker that, what was that? I think it was BLTO, by the way, that's still halted. That was a ticker that got skull and crossbones, still halted. They've been halted now for 2.5 weeks. They don't come off until the 27th. So I would be very careful with that stock right now. I think it's just not worth it. Huge gain, obviously, but
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that 3,000%. And one play I had this morning, I did step into Cat B. I stepped into it pre-market.
Okay.
And shout out to Stock God. I implemented that RSI, and I got in at 192. And against my better judgment, because what's been going on for the past 2 weeks, pre-market, the stock's banging.
Yes.
As soon as market opens at 9:30, they crash like a drunk driver, and I anticipated that, and I didn't get out with my profits, and so let this be a cautionary tale. But with my luck, the trend will probably change tomorrow. Market open, something might run through the roof.
Yeah, that's just 2 days in a row for a setup like this. If you remember, OPTT had the same situation yesterday where you had the stock rally pre-market. Everybody's so excited. Oh my God, it's about to explode. Boom, market opens. It shits on itself. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's always disappointing to see a stock do that. And it is what it is, though.
All right, man. Well, I won't take any more of your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you for the call, man.
All right. Thank you for taking it.
All right. So 918, appreciate the call. Call back anytime. But yeah, man, that's always the danger of buying pre-market into that pre-market excitement, you know, because you don't know if, you know, the market is going to appreciate that higher price. You know, when you're buying a stock pre-market, you know, if the news isn't strong, I mean, I'm talking strong. I'm talking merger. I'm talking kick-ass earnings. You know, I'm talking FDA approval on a drug that, you know, is curing a disease nobody has a cure for. Then the market probably is not going to, you know, like those higher prices, man. You know, you got to be very careful of that sometimes. 704, you're on the air. What's up?
What's up, man? This is Dom Will.
Dom, what's up with you, bro?
Nothing much. You keep calling me Dom Willis.
Yeah, I don't know why I always think of that, because I feel like you had the name Willis before, but it's just Dom Will. I know it is.
Yeah, it's all good, man. I think it's funny. So I was talking to Astrid on email earlier about PSID. I noticed every other couple days it drops below 50%, then it goes up 50%. So I'm thinking, is it a wise thing for me to go ahead and get in at the low, obviously, put in, you know, a significant amount that I can risk? Because I know it's going to go up. Like every week, it does it. It goes up and it goes back down.
Here's the thing, though, because I got people who are in RCHA at 0001, and that's a stock that damn near every day it gets to 0002 at least one time, and people aren't able to take it out. So, you know, the question is, are you going to be able to take the stock, get the stock out at that higher price? You know, will there be a buyer, you know, at that 100%, you know, price? You know, because there are sometimes, yeah, you'll get in the 0001, you'll get to 0002, and you put in an order and there's no takers. You know what I'm saying? I've always felt that for triples, you know, forget 0002. It has to go from 0001 to like 0004, 0005. It has to have a real out where you've got new money coming in, you've got momentum on, you know, hitting the bids, and you can sell to buyers who want the stock. If you're dealing with average, you know, trading volume and trying to get a gain out of average trading volume, it's not going to happen. That's what I mean, that's just how I feel for a lot of those plays.
Yeah, I had to sell. I had to get rid of GIGL and USCI. I couldn't make any money. It'd go up, but I was too high, so I'm gonna go back in low though.
Yeah, I mean, so look at Positive ID as an opportunity. Are you going to get into this stock and, you know, wait some time to get a real breakout in this situation? And at 0001, I mean, this is the lowest it's ever been. We'll see what happens with it. I know there are a couple other triples out there. Bad Scientist is looking at ECOB at 0004. You had some huge accumulation in ECOB today out of nowhere. That really rung a lot of alarm bells. So there's some other plays I think I would look at. But if you're going to Positive ID, you're going to have to, you know, wait for some time.
Yeah. Last thing, did Billy talk about how he found the stocks? So like if you take the $2,000, how many, you know, what amount of stocks? How did he find them? Other than doing this, I mean, I know you got to do the stock screener. You know, I guess what judgment call did he make out of that? Did he look at the RSI, the volume?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, I can't answer for him. You know, you can reach out to him on Twitter or whatnot. But from the brief thing he did say, yeah, he just scans like everybody else. And you know, when he started off at $3,000, yeah, he was under the PDT rule and traded intraday, and you know, try to look for the perfect setups to gain, you know, a few percent here, a few percent there. So he wasn't doing anything special until today. You know, he says, I'm not doing anything real, you know, special or anything. I'm just making sure that I use the proper setups and I have a formula and I stick to it. That's just basically what he's saying. Yeah.
cool. How you like Charlotte so far, man?
Man, so far so good, man. I just hate the fact that shit is a little bit spread out, and it looks like so much damn construction. I think you guys have a little housing bubble here, man. Damn near condo on every block, and I feel like this is a real bubble when it comes to real estate here in this city. But that's a whole different conversation. But Charlotte's been so good so far.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, just stay off Beatty'sville Road and West Side.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Dom. I'm gonna hang out together soon, man. I know you people in Charlotte want to chill, so we'll get together soon. All right. But yeah, I have no doubt. Probably 6 months from now, I'll probably be back in Florida because I love Florida too much. All right. But I got family in Atlanta, but I didn't want to be in Atlanta. So this is kind of like one of those convenient little rest stops in my life. But I'll be moving on shortly, no doubt about that. I can't make this my home. Yeah. CIE, see Africa Emporium. CIE, nice candlestick today, by the way. Africa Emporium on CIE. Up 13%. Let's see if it builds up on that. Still really low on the RSI. It's only 45 on the daily chart. All right, nice momentum today. Looks like that was an RSI play. 830, you're in the air. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? I just wanted to call in and say appreciate what you're doing. Thanks for all the help. I just started trading, but I watch every night you're on. I appreciate everything.
Thank you. Appreciate the call, man.
Yeah, no worries, man. Take care.
All right. Thank you so much, 830. Appreciate the call. Appreciate the call. All right. Tyson Batts, man. Tyson, hey, I think we're going to have to do a show, man. I like the little pictures you've been putting out on Twitter. We should do a show where you kind of talk about how, that setup, what exactly you're looking for when you look for those setups, man. Tyson Batts, I see you in the chat room. Don Will, you said you're in Atlanta right now? Okay, Decatur. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love Atlanta for all the wrong reasons. I mentioned a couple of shows ago, Atlanta has the best pawn shops because Atlanta's so full of credit card scammers, man. Credit card scammers are all over the place in Atlanta. You got to really watch your personal information when you're in the ATL, man, because those people, they'll take out a credit card on you so fast. And what they do is they'll take the credit card to a place like Best Buy or some type of electronic shop, and they'll max it out. They'll go to store to store to store and max out the credit card, take the electronics to the pawn shop and turn it into cash. So if you want to go and buy something at the pawn shop, the city of Atlanta, man, whoo, you see brand new MacBooks. I mean, for 30-40% off. It's insane. Astrid said big booties. Yeah, they got some big booties in Atlanta. That's for sure. That's a Friday episode, though. Look at Astrid talking about some fatties. Gray Fox Holdings 0003. Gray Fox is a runner too, by the way. Or it's been pumped before. G Fox. But if you're talking about, I think Gray Fox is oil, right? Yeah, if you're talking about an oil pump, you might want to look at BLKG. If you can get BLKG at the bottom and hold and be a little bit patient. This is a stock that's pumped pretty regularly, as you can see the chart here. BLKG. But oil is getting killed, man. I mean, have you been watching oil? Oil is at like 200-day lows for oil. You had a good day today in late day run in USO, but oil's been getting killed, man. I was watching it at the 10 level, failed it. Should have shorted this, but would have been a great short too. Look at that. I brought it up a couple of days ago, but tried to hang up there and just couldn't. Failed, came back down. 990 back late March 27th, and you had a beautiful run, almost $1 right here over the course of 2 weeks, and it just couldn't hold that either. But this is a good play, look, a good swing, you know, when oil starts to stabilize. But right now, if you live in some of these inner cities, you may have noticed that they had these free gas giveaways. There were many of them a couple weeks ago in Detroit. What's going on is that there's too much oil in supply right now. And what you have is Shell, BP, and they're reaching out to some of these inner city gas owners, gas station owners, and saying, hey, give 2 or 3 days of free gas. We'll pay you a set amount, but for 2 days, give everybody free gas. And you'll see lines of people. All right. If you live in the urban areas, you may have seen a couple gas stations do this, but they're trying to get rid of, you know, supply out of the pipeline. Yeah, this was a couple times in Detroit. I know it happened in Cleveland. They're trying to get that supply out. Ad de Leon is talking about AAGC, All American Gold. Gold is getting killed. Gold is getting killed, man. Spearhead. Yeah, that's exactly why they want to, you know, they want gas to go higher because there's too much supply. They want to raise up the price of oil, of gasoline, man. AAGC. You know, gold is getting killed out here right now with this bull market. Look at JNUG. JNUG, 13% of its value. JNUG has lost almost 35% in the last couple of days. The junior miners, JNUG, they're getting killed. NUGT, you know, here's another one, 12% down today. Gold is getting killed. This rally is getting killed. You know, it's killing these gold miners. Now, if you really want to play gold, I think your best bet is GLD because all of these miners are just, you know, they're really been disappointing. I would just straight up pay options on GLD if you're looking for a gold play, unless it's a pump. I mean, if you know about a pump, add the Leon, and that's going to be a pump, then play the pump. Yeah, gold is getting killed, DJ Big Head. Gold ratio over leveraged. Yeah. 202, you're on the air. What's up?
Hello.
All right.
Hi, how's it going?
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
I already knew where that was going. Hello? Hello? Motherfucker. Do I any drone stocks I like? DRNE. What was that? DRNE. Is that OTC drone stock that I thought would do something, but it hasn't been doing anything. That's a very, very low float OTC drone stock that actually has real operations. But nothing's going on with DRNE. You know, nothing's going on. 615, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, it's Aaron. How you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Listen, I got a question for you.
Okay.
It's Aaron B, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. What's up, Aaron B?
My first time calling in.
Hey. Yeah. I know you had mentioned, because we had corresponded email that you hadn't called before, so I'm glad you're calling up.
Yeah. So, listen, I want to ask you a quick question. I had some trouble actually getting on to watch your show tonight on my phone. I don't know why it wouldn't let me in. But I did want to ask you about on iHub. There, when you go in under trade, like to look at to see on the buy and sell column, and then there's another column that has a question mark. What does that mean? Who is that? Because what I'm doing in RCHA, they have some really weird volume that's going on, and it doesn't appear that anybody is really purchasing shares. It's more going out than it is coming in, put it that way. But in this other column that's on there on the question mark, excuse me, there's like a ton of shares, but it's unidentified for exactly who that is, if it's the buyer or if it's the seller or exactly who it is. So I'm trying to figure out Who is that? Do you have any idea?
No, I'm not familiar with that. And that part your song come out, the question mark part.
Okay.
Like where are you seeing that being posted at? The where it shows the question mark.
Yeah, when you actually go on iHub, and when you actually put in the ticker, and when you click under trades, they have different options. You can go under charts and financials and quote and all of that. If you click under trades, it'll show you all of the trades that took place for that day, the time, how many was purchased or how many was sold, so forth. And there's a buy column, there's a sell column, and then there's another column with a question mark. And I'm just confused as to who that is, because I don't really know how to feel about RCHA. At the time, I'm a little bit torn about for kind of riding it out or letting it go, selling it and getting out of it, because it's just bouncing back and forth between 1 and 2, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But they got up to over 600 some million today. And it was so weird, but it's stuck at 0001. And, I just, from watching other people, discovered that you can go, under this trade tab on iHub and see the different transactions, because on the message board, and I don't believe half of what's on Investor Hub, I already know about that.
Yeah.
But just, from different postings, I was seeing where people were saying, 2 million just bought here, or 1 million just bought here, or 500. And I'm like, how in the world are they seeing what's coming into these stocks and what's going, how do they know that? So I discovered that, just looked up on it, and I was able to see. I'm like, okay, this is how they're able to see what's being bought, what's being sold. But this question mark column, I'm a little bit confused about that. I'm trying to see, because I don't know, it's really, really weird. So I'm just trying to figure out how is it that RCHA is getting all of this volume, but it's not moving.
Yeah.
It's not moving, it's just weird.
Yeah, it's a very diluted stock, but yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm looking at the time and sales of RCHA, and they're big buys, but there were only 87 trades for the most part.
Right.
Only 87 trades. Most of them came after 2:00.
Right. That's something else I wanted to point out to you. I don't mean to cut you off, but most of those transactions, they did take place in the 2:00 hour. And I'm just like, okay, what's so special about the 2:00 hour today as to why all of that took place within that hour? I mean, everything, was in the 2:00 hour. And I found that weird also. So I don't know. But some people are just like, well, just hold on to it. I know you all say it's a lottery play and everything, but I don't know. They did a 8K filing yesterday, and they did another one today. But it's not benefiting the stock at all, because it's at a complete standstill. It's not, it's not helping it.
It's not helping it at all, because you've got individuals who are dumping into all this buying, and it's who knows how many shares they have to sell. I don't know if this is an insider selling, dumping. These are individuals just converting a huge debt into shares and unloading into the market. I'm at the point where RCHA is just one of those things you might have to just, get out and move on, because this is getting ridiculous when you have a stock that is bringing in volume, but just not doing anything. But sure enough, as soon as we get out, that's when it'll start running.
That's when it'll go. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not really losing anything at this point. I had got in at 0002. And I am just kind of, riding it out. I'm not bashing it or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's not that. I'm just trying to understand it, because, I am just coming in. I'm a rookie. And so, I'm still learning. And I'm just trying to understand how is it can, that the volume can be that high like that. And it's just at a complete standstill. And I've been holding this thing for 2.5 weeks now. And I've been watching it go from 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, and it just will not break past 2 for anything. That's the highs that I've seen it, get so far. But years ago, back in 2014, that was selling for over $30 a share. So I don't know what happened between 2014 up until this point to how they're way down the way that they are. And
yeah, they put out more shares. I see a split here back in February, so it looks like they just put out more shares. So that's what a lot of OTC companies do to help raise money and get their stocks a little bit more liquid. But yeah, I mean, I understand your frustration with this stock, and I guess you got a real decision to make here shortly.
Okay. All right, then, Sarah. Well, it's good to talk to you. That's all I wanted. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling, Aaron B. All right.
Okay. All right. No problem. Good night.
Good night. So thank you so much for calling. Yeah, that was her first time calling. And Aaron B. Shout out to Aaron B. Let me give her a clap because that's her first time calling, but she's been watching for a long time. Somebody, Stockenfeller says the float is too high. Yeah, here's the thing though, that float, you say that about OTCs, but you've got to understand at 0001, even with the huge float, you got people going in buying, 3, 4, 5 million at a time, man. You got people buying 3, 4, 5 million at a time. So when you talk about float, that's a different conversation when you're talking about the triples when they're running, 615, you're on the air. What's up?
Hello.
Okay. Who am I speaking?
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to know who this is right now.
Whenever life gets you down, keeps
You
you
better not have
wearing
hung up
a
on me.
frown,
Hello.
and the gravy train has left you behind.
Hello.
And when you're all out of hope, down
You
at
better
the
not have
end
hung
of
up
your
on me.
rope,
Hello.
and nobody's there to throw you a line.
Let me ask you a question.
This
Why are you
motherfucker.
calling my girlfriend in the middle of the night?
Which way to go? Come on and take a walk
Don't
in
make
my
excuses, boy. You tell me who you are.
Never worry about a thing, got the world on a
Don't
string,
deny it,
'cause
boy.
I've got the cure for all of my blues.
You better tell me the truth right now.
I take a look at my enormous
You know what I'm talking
penis.
about. I'm so angry right
My
now.
troubles
I'm
start
getting
melting
frustrated.
I take a look at my enormous
How long has it
penis,
been going on between you and her?
saying the happy times are coming to stay.
Oh,
I
really?
gotta sing and I dance when I glance in my pants. I
Knowing
am the
what's going on,
feelings
no
like a
doubt.
sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis, saying everything is going my way.
Everything's going my way, man. I got a big ass dick, man. Everything's going my way. All right. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Oh, man. All right. Oh, yeah, man. I got a couple of those lined up. They stay calling, though. Okay. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. So, besides that, man, let me look at some bottom feeders here, because I don't want to get off without talking about some bottom feeders. We saw Pups shit on itself, as you can see here. Here's the daily chart for Pups. I mean, look at that. That's just, man, you want to talk about embarrassing, man. You want to talk about embarrassing? I mean, that right there is just, oh my God. But here's the thing. You might actually see this stock run tomorrow, because that's just how foolish the market can be sometimes, man. You might actually see this stock run tomorrow. So be very careful on that. GBHL is another one. GBHL. Another one that had a huge red day. This is out of all the kind of, stocks that have been running that pull back, this might be that one where you might actually play this. you might actually be comfortable enough playing this one. We'll be watching GBHL tomorrow as well. INMG. Let me see. Oh, that's the other one. IMNG. Here's another one that turned it on itself today too. This is another one pulled back today. We'll see if it's going to hang out there and have some people come in to save this stock tomorrow. All right. Because we've seen on some of these OTC pennies, these huge red days are opportunities to get in real cheap on a really nice rally intraday, if you've got a day trade to go through. All right. IMLFF. Nah, I'm not a believer in that one, down 20%. As you can see here, this stock is headed a lot lower. And we haven't had a candlestick to determine whether or not this is going to stop anytime soon. SPCL, I was a believer in SPCL a couple of days ago, but as we can see here, 3 red days now. We'll see if tomorrow it can get back to winning again. We'll see on SPCL. ICNB. We used to have a guy named Mark. You guys remember Mark? Mark used to call up all the time. Crazy about ICNB. He doesn't call up anymore. I have a feeling because I think he was part of that pump. But sure enough, ICNB selling off here and shitting on investors day after day after day. All right. VDRM. Very similar chart to ICNB. Green day today in VDRM. Is this the start of something? We'll see. I had my no-go zone set at 0064. We almost got there. But ICNB saved itself today, remaining over a penny. 25% gain in VDRM. USRM still hanging there, man. USRM with a couple days of green here. USRM still hanging in there. You got some nice little support here. RSI just under 50. USRM starting to flag now. Let's see if we can get this stock to, break out higher. Are we going to see USRM move higher? Will we see that or not? I don't know. But I like the setup here. We'll be watching the USRM. I got my eye on it. RSI is nice and cool flagging. I like to see what USRM is going to do. Is that news going to drop or what? We've been talking about FDA announcements forever. Last 2.5 weeks in USRM, nothing happened. We'll see what happens now. 786, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, can you lower the volume, man, so I can hear myself?
Yeah. Sorry about that, man.
No problem.
Sorry about that. And so I'm calling because I woke up yesterday and I started checking out this one stock, and I jumped into it and I lost mad money. And I lost money just because my job sucks and I didn't have the time to get out of it on time.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to see if maybe if I tell you which one it was. It's OPTT.
Yeah.
If you could have told me maybe what would have been the first indication that you probably would have wanted to sell.
Well, first, when did you get in the stock?
I got in it right around, I want to say like 9:40, 9:45. It was a free market. It was really, really high up. It was like almost like at 360, 370.
Yeah.
I bought into it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Did you buy into it pre-market or after? Oh, obviously you said 9:45, so the market was open. You saw the stock hesitate a little bit, and you thought you'd be able to get in at a lower price and ride it back higher.
Exactly. So that's what I saw. Like I saw some resistance right there in the pre-market.
Mm-hmm.
Some heavy resistance around like the 270s, like the 260 range. And then I saw I jumped down to it, and then at the moment I saw the volume was there and the RSI was getting into the oversold, so I figured it'd probably be a good time to get into it, and then I ended up the rest, it just fucking tanked.
Yeah, this was, again, from my explanation, you had a lot of bag holders in this stock. OPTT, if you looked at the daily chart, and when a stock is rallying, what you want to do, especially intraday, is you want to look at the daily chart. So look at the big picture, find out where the resistance is, find out, has this stock been really shitting on investors recently? Because if that's the case, you've got a lot of people who have the opportunity now to sell. And that was the situation with OPTT. You had gotten to a point pre-market and going into the open where the stock had gotten higher than where it had been in the last 2 months. So if you had taken any losses in OPTT over the last 60 days, that day that it was up that high was your opportunity to sell, and interesting enough, to sell for a profit. And you got to understand, to somebody who's been in the red for 30 days, 40 days, 15 days straight, and now all of a sudden it's green, you're not holding. You're selling into all of that incoming buying. So that's basically what happened. You got OPTT opened up. The market didn't respect those higher prices because it had so many bag holders. They all wanted to sell, and that's basically what happened in OPT. And it's been doing it for the last 2 days. I think OPTT was going to have another red day tomorrow. You still got people out want to clear out shares in OPTT.
Yeah, bro, it was a bad call on my behalf. Honestly, I mean, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, just make sure. Yeah, just make sure when the stock is running, man, just spread the chart out a little bit and see. You want to see a stock that's relatively flat, right? And the stock is at a high point it's never been recently, or it's past a recent strong resistance point. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to see a stock where it was higher than where it's been, even with this rally, and you've got people who are kind of at the bottom who are caught going the wrong way, and now this is an opportunity for them to sell into this huge volume.
Okay. All right. Hey man, thanks, sir. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the call, man. That's why, I mean, this is exactly why dries can't take off, man. This is exactly why dries can't take off, because you have so many people who got shitted on in dries, man. Yeah. Stock guy, shout out to Stock Guy. And yeah, it's an ugly chart. OPTT was ugly. Look at dries, man. Dries was the shit back in the day. But now you can't get dries off the ground now, because as soon as it does anything, 4, 5, 6% the next day, everybody's selling, because you have so many people who got shitted on who are still in the stock. Look at the RSI on dries, man. Look at this RSI. This RSI has been below 30 since February, bro. Since February. I can't tell you how many people in chat rooms are saying, man, dries, I think this is about to explode anytime soon. No, you got too many people who are bag holders in this, and they're not going to let it take off, man. As soon as it takes off, they're trying to sell. They're trying to sell. They're not going to help you. 585, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Sal? This is Adrian speaking. I have a question. I started trading, maybe like 3 months ago, and I see people in the chat room sometimes talking about bottom fishing or whatever, but I don't know how to effectively do that. Could you possibly explain how to do that?
Yeah, I mean, basically, as we talked about just a few moments ago, you're basically looking for setups where, it's been multiple days of green and then you have a huge red day, right? So, let's go look at an OTC play like GBHL, GBHL, where you had a situation like this, 3 days of really great gains. The stock sells off huge one day, and now you're at 0028. You've got to ask yourself, going into tomorrow, is this an opportunity for me to get in at a huge discount and possibly benefit from, from other interested parties who want to come in after me? So then we talk about bottom fishing. This is relatively low risk right here. You're getting it at a huge discount. Does it have the ability to go a bit higher? Even add, can you even get another 10, 20, 30% by taking advantage of this price tomorrow? So that's what we mean by bottom fishing. There are some other stocks you can get into that have, much better volume. Obviously, you can do this on NASDAQ stocks, Amex stocks, whatnot. Let me look at one right now that I probably would like. AKS is probably one. AKS. This is, I want to say, the third largest steel company in America. 10%, down 10% one day. Obviously, find out what the reasons for it were, but this is an opportunity. If you're a swing trader, this was a stock that was at what, opened up at $7.45. Now you're getting it at $1 a discount, $1 a share discount. Can you hold this stock for 3 or 4 days and be able to see 30, 40, 50 cents as a possible opportunity for you to get back in the stock? Maybe, maybe not. So that's what we talk about bottom fishing, is finding opportunities to buy stocks that were doing well, but have sold off, and you're getting it at a discount valuation.
Like, do you mean like if it's oversold?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Get in a situation where the stock is oversold. Now,
okay,
based on typically 1 day's worth of action. Okay, so if we get a situation like AKS and you see it's 3 or 4 days, for example, like going back to Dries, I wouldn't consider this oversold. You know what I'm saying? This is just nobody wants this situation. We're talking about stocks that people want, but have sold off with an unusual situation for 1 day. Isn't an opportunity for us to get in at a discount and be able to recover those gains over a period of time, particularly a very short period of time.
Okay, that makes sense. So should I wait? Like, if should I wait for like a like a green day, so to speak? But like obviously it has to be in the morning. But should I wait for like a green for it to start going up before I get in it, or like do you just kind of throw your money in there and then see what happens?
Well, yeah, I mean, the stock has to have been rallying, right? It has to have been going in a good, if, for example, AMFE, we had a guy bring up AMFE, this stock, all right? So AMFE, as you can see, if you got into this stock when it pulled back significantly, you did pretty well. If you were able to get these bottoms on this run. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about getting into stocks that have, been doing very well, sold off, and this is an opportunity for you to get in at a discount and see if you can benefit from being able to get in, to benefit from other buyers who were sitting on the sideline looking to get in as well, and people who are in the stock who think this is a time to double up and buy more shares.
Okay. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. And you got entire websites and websites, and I think some guys on YouTube that's all they do. A little bit of bottom fishing, man. Appreciate that, Londell Carter. Yeah. AMFE is insane, man. AMFE, if you would have got in at some of these red days, you made your money back very quickly. Obviously, hindsight is always 50-50, but, you can see that in many other stocks. Let me see here. This is probably not the best example. RSII, that one's kind of shitting on itself. Huge red day candle. Let me see here. That's a former runner though. OWCP. But yeah, you're looking for stocks that have been in play, right? That have been doing good recently. They've rallied recently. So nothing that's kind of fading out or just had a really good day. I'm talking about a stock that's just been killing it for the last couple of days, and then just this one day or for this one situation, it just, farts on itself, Like I mentioned, X, U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel is probably going to open up tomorrow. They're talking at $22, $21 from $31. If you're an option player, you put that option far out and make some money on that. 601, you're in the air. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Sal?
Hey, I just had one quick question about shorty. I'm looking to develop a strategy because I want to try to get into it. And what I was wondering is, because I know you and Bat Scientists are always talking about the doji and the RSI, a low RSI with the doji at the bottom of a chart is a signal that the stock could be reversing to start going up. So what I was thinking with the shorting is that if the RSI is oversold or overbought and the doji's at the top, could that be a signal to short?
Oh, absolutely. Well, that could be a signal that, yeah, there's hesitation for the stock in those higher prices. For example, today I broke my rules on LXU. LXU was a stock that I was trying to short today and got caught on the wrong side. I lost almost $350 in the stock. And again, I had broke my rules because I didn't follow the 4 and 8 exponential moving average. That's a really good two indicators to use, the 4 and 8. And if you notice on the 10-minute chart on the 4 and 8, let me see if I can, 4, 8, they didn't cross successfully enough for me to really get in. And I got in here at like 12.25, 12.30ish, and the stock just went against me. I got to a point where it was almost $700. In fact, it came back down and I had to sell because I wasn't sure what the hell was going on. But yeah, if you're looking for a great strategy to short intraday, basically you're looking for, stocks that are up huge, poor financials, poor valuations, little to no earnings, stocks that have a history of shitting on themselves. LXU was one of them. And let me get rid of those because on the daily chart they mess up here. And as you can see, every time the stock rallies, it basically comes down. I thought it would break down today, but I again didn't read the chart very well, and I would have seen that I shouldn't have gone in on that day, on today's action. But yeah, to answer your question, a doji at the top does mean that there's hesitation in these higher prices.
Okay, I have one stock I want you to take a look at, JIVE. Okay. Just tell me what you think about possibly shorting now. I completely forgot to take into consideration the 4 and 8 exponential moving averages, but just tell me what you think about that one.
JIVE, here's the daily chart. You had a recent breakout. Now, this stock has actually been, the trend has actually been doing pretty well. Volume is above average because of those runs. RSI is hot. Yeah, RSI is hot. And yeah, that doji does look like, an opportunity. But again, the price action, of course, is the most important thing. I mean, I don't care what the candlestick says. Once you open up that chart tomorrow and that price action, you're looking at the level 2s and you're seeing buyers lowering their prices to get out. That's where, it's going to make more sense for you.
Okay.
But this is a setup. But, to answer your question, this is a setup right here. Yeah, you're high on the RSI. You've got a doji showing hesitation from buyers for these higher prices. This is an opportunity you could get maybe 20, 30 cents here. But again, the price action has to follow through.
All right. Thank you for taking my call.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, but, again, you got a slight uptrend here. As Stock God said, man, you got an uptrend here. So these buyers may actually want these prices. And that candlestick could be just a fake. Again, I like situations where these are horrible businesses that are up. You know what I'm saying? You want stocks that look like this. Stocks that were going down, that had, a primary trend that was negative. A primary trend that was incredibly negative. Going back to dries, let's go back to dries. These, primary trend that was negative. You want to look for stocks that, OPTT, we just got done talking about OPTT. Look at this. This is what you want to look for. These kind of setups, This is an opportunity to make a lot of money. you know. Yes, indeed. Somebody Gurn. Yeah, we somebody brought up Gurn. 255 on Gurn. I don't know what the hype is on Gurn. Nice little gap up play you had today. 2 point. You had a below average, below volume, as you can see here by the chart. Below average volume day for the stock, although it was a green day, almost 7%. Nice candlestick, as you can see here, closed at the high of the day. But I don't know if I'll jump in here on Gurn. We'll be watching. ELED. Yeah, ELED, is that still killing it? Yeah, I guess it is. Wow, look at that. ELED. All right. ELED, another stock that was killing it, sold off. And you had a couple, wow, look at this. You had successive days of sell-offs. This is the danger of bottom fishing. You got talked about. Here's the danger of it when it just doesn't go right at all. I mean, this is an opportunity if you got in, even if you got in here, you get the huge sell-off the next day, and the next day, all of a sudden everybody wants ELED again. But why? And by the way, this is running now on lower volume, so this is not going to be lasting very long. In fact, ELED is probably going to come back soon, unless that volume starts to come in as heavy as it used to, or that's not going to last. All right, I'm going to get you guys out of here. Hey, everybody press like on this video right now, man. We have 200 people watching and only 85 likes. Go ahead and press like on this video right now. Right now, if you can, please. All right, help me build my channel up. Get my likes up. CRTV. Shout out to all the people watching right now, by the way. We started this show with only 15 people watching. 15 people watching. And that was for like 3 or 4 weeks straight. And I used to broadcast every single day. So this is for you, all you people who were here at the beginning. Shout out to you, man. CRTV, and welcome all the new people. CRTV, huge gap down. Yeah, this is always, it's hard to play gap downs on pharmaceuticals because sometimes they deserve these prices. All right, they deserve these prices because many of the times they run on hype. For example, if you go to AKTX, look at AKTX. This is a stock that was, hugely hyped. You know what I mean? Oh, they got this and they got that and they're going to do this and do that. The stock went from $8 to $22. From $8 to $22 in like 6 days. So now you had a huge sell-off today in AKTX, probably going lower, who knows? But this stock is very, very dangerous. So biopharma, is very, very dangerous to play those gap downs because you don't know, if you don't really understand the science behind the company, you could end up, getting shitted on. You could end up getting shitted on. Yeah, stock guys talking about that double top. Yeah, that was beautiful looking double top too, is it? Got to 20 something, came back, pulled back, got to 20 something again, rejected, coming right back down. Look at that, beautiful. That's just beautiful. But again, you might have people come in and save this. It's happened before. As you can see, it's happened before. You might have people come back and save this. Came back in at 13, what was that, 1344, 1315? You're at 1525, so we'll see what happens. GSV, nah. Yeah, it's another gold miner play. Gold miners are losing right now, Ryan. Gold miners are losing. It's a losing proposition right now for gold miners. If you wanted to short gold, the time was to do it yesterday, and you could have held it over today too as well. As long as the market rallies, these gold miners, right? Not gold itself, but these gold miners are going to be taking a hit. They're going to be taking a hit. All right, couple more calls, and I'll get you guys out of here for the night. 786, you're on the air.
Hey, Sal, man, I called earlier about OPTT, but I just had a question on because I heard you saying something to this guy that called you asking about the doji at the top with the R sign over and over bot, and then you told him that you want to see in the morning the price action. You said if you see the buyers lowering their prices,
Yeah,
their
so
sell prices,
right. So when you go on your level 2 screen, right, you actually can see buyers and sellers on your level 2. They are setting their prices and the sizes of the shares they want. And if you're looking at level 2, and again, Tim Stikes has a really good video about how to read level 2 in that package we give out here on the show. You can literally watch individuals lower their level 2 prices. Many people use limit orders. Obviously, that's the smart way to go. And lower their prices to get out of their positions. And if you're seeing people lowering prices, right, to get out of positions, that's a very good sign that this stock is of course showing a lot of weakness, and this might be an opportunity for you to be able to, short into that weakness and take advantage of lower prices.
Now, I'm a little familiar with level 2. So when you mean the price is getting lower, you mean on the right side, on the ask side?
That is correct. That is correct. Okay, so on the ask side, that's the seller side.
Those are the sellers lowering their prices for the buyers to buy in.
That is correct.
Okay, all right. And then on the flip side, if you see the bids going up, obviously that's a good indication to probably buy.
Well, yeah, you don't want to see. Well, if you're a shorter, you don't want to see bids going up. I mean, you want to see bids going down. So, if you're seeing bids going up, that's not a good thing. But again, watch the chart, man. The chart, if you can't read level 2 very well, of course, watch the chart. You should be doing both, honestly, because, once you get into the stock, level 2 becomes probably even more important because you can kind of see, what kind of bid sizes are coming in. You want to see huge size on the ask. You want to see light size on the bid. And that can, give you the confidence of whether or not to stay in or to get out of your trade.
Okay, and does that translate the same even if you're not trying to short?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're going long, you want to make sure you're seeing good size on the bid. If you're going long, that's why so many people love buying in the morning. That's where all the volume is, because that's where all the bidders are. First thing in the morning between 9:30 and like 12 o'clock. That's why if you're a long investor and you're willing to, you're a short-term investor who goes long during the day, that's your perfect time to trade because that's where your advantage is. Your disadvantage is middle of the day, late day, where volume is low and weak. Bidders have already came and gone, flipped the stock over and over, and now you don't have as much momentum, and you're susceptible to huge ask that can bring in and invite shorters. So if you're looking to really take advantage of a stock on the bid side, 9:30 to 12 is your best bet.
Okay, and that applies the same even if you're doing day trading.
Well, if you're doing day trading, then you've got to look at the day chart and then follow. You won't actually be looking at level 2 intraday. Then you wouldn't even be, if you're looking at really. And when I said trading, you mean swing trading, right? Or did you mean like intraday trading?
Intraday, yeah. Sorry.
Well, yeah. If you're intraday, yeah. If that matters. What I just said matters if you're intraday trading. So you're looking at the chart and the level 2 for the price action of that day. Yes.
All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. You got a good thing going here, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the call, man. Yeah. Again, man, email me at happypennystocks@gmail.com. And, of course, join our Discord room. And, you can get those free videos we give out here. Tim Sykes, Cameron Foose, Nathan Mashad, Investors Live. These are like 8-hour DVDs where you can learn how to trade stocks, how to short stocks, what to look for, how to screen. We got those videos. And we want to give them out to you so that you can educate yourself and be able to come back to the show with information to make us all better. You see what I'm saying? That's why we give out that information here, so you can come back educated and show us something we're not looking at. We need it all everybody's mind working, you know, to make the show better and to make us all better traders, because you're going to see things we're not going to see.
You know, so you can come back.
818. Go ahead and lower my voice in the background.
Oh,
yo, all right, man. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick right now, so my voice is a little raspy.
No problem.
But I was wondering if you had any tips on what to look out for. I'm a new investor. I was wondering if you had any tips on what to look out for on a couple of penny stocks in the range of like $2 or $3 a share, maybe even $1.
Give me your the tickers you're looking at right now. The like top 2 you're looking at right now.
I am looking at. By the way, I'm trading on Robinhood, so if that makes a difference.
All right.
I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at CTRV and GSV.
CTRV. Let's look at that one first. All right, so this one looks like you're trying to catch a falling knife on that one. Yeah, this one looks like they had the public offering. Nobody likes any kind of dilution, so this I don't know, man. I don't like this one at all. I mean, why do you like it? Why are you looking at buying this? I'm just curious.
Just because I just saw that it dropped today, and I thought maybe I'd be able to catch a small, maybe little peak.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it, you know, based on the chart set up here, man. You had the dilution coming in. You know, I think investors are going to beat this stock up for the next couple of days, so I'll move on that. What was your next one?
GSV. You already went over that one. You said that one was also gold mines are going down.
Yeah, gold miners are trash right now.
Yeah, I was also going to ask you if you had any particular stocks that you do recommend in investing into right now.
Right now, man, I would jump in on what's running, man. I mean, have you seen my show where we talked to the gentleman Stock God? And we had conversations with Africa Emporium and all. Those guys use Robinhood, and they're catching these runners, you know, in the morning when volume is high and movement is good. If you're using a stock, an app like Robinhood, man, you can catch these morning runners like cake, man. They really cake up on some of these morning runners and get in and get out free of charge because it's a free app. So, you know, I didn't see a really good one, but for example, Cali. Let me see how Cali started the morning, but because the Chinese stocks ran hard today. Let me see here.
Yeah. Start off at 273.
Yeah, see, so a stock like Cali, that one looks good. So, what are you using to screen stocks right now? What are you do you have a good screener right now?
I'm just using this website called tradingview.com.
Okay. Yeah, I use TradingView as well. But yeah, I would use, man, you got to get let me see, is there a good free screener? I haven't used a free screener in a long time, so I'm not sure what's out there now. But you've got to find a way to find stocks that are running in the morning, particularly pre-market, and then see what, you know, how they open up. I would look at like Benzinga.com, Market Watch, be able to find opportunities, you know, to get into stocks where you can jump in for, you know, 5, 10, 15 minutes and be able to come out with 5, 6, 7% intraday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, though. You're going to run out of day trades pretty fast. So you're going to have to make sure that you know, have the proper setup and you actually have those day trades to take advantage of.
Okay. All right. So one more question. Do you have any particular, like, method that you can give out, like right now, to maybe a couple of other new traders that are maybe watching your live stream right now, that you can maybe tell us how we can find these? Because, you know, Investopedia?
Mm-hmm.
So there's you can look at the downtrending stocks and the uptrending stocks. So I obviously look at the downtrending stocks as well as you probably do too, as well, in your software that you use. But do you have any particular method that you find a stock that can possibly, I know it's impossible, but a stock that can possibly peak in the same day or in a couple of days, maybe even a little bit. I'm something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you just started watching the show, man. We've done episodes on these. I don't want to like rehash for people who've already seen these. Again, I've got a ton of informational DVDs that I can give you, man, that have tons of ways to trade and what to look for and whatnot. I mentioned, the guy in the chat room right now, Stock God. We did an entire 2-hour, show with him giving us a great strategy to use intraday.
Was that?
Go ahead.
You guys had a stream yesterday, right?
No, that wasn't him. Yeah, he came before that. That was I want to say a couple of days before that one. But again, man, you can email me happypennystocks@gmail.com. I'll send you all that information, okay?
All right, thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't want to go into teaching mode because I'm not a teacher. You know what I'm saying? I want to rehash the market and get tickers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this to be a teaching show. All right. No offense to anybody. I understand we want to, to learn. But again, we got the resources. I'll put the resources out there. You guys go to the resources and then come back with these tickers. You know what I'm saying? Because there are so many people talking about how to trade. I need to know what to trade. You know what I mean? Because you can get, as a new trader, you can get so caught up into how to trade. Nobody answers what to trade. That's what this show is about. What do I have to trade to make some money? Because you get to a point where, man, everybody's got their own way. You're going to find your own way. But don't get caught into the mud of, methodology too much. Yeah. All right. So, again, last couple calls. We'll get out of here. 609, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, what's up? So, to give you a call and tell you thanks for everything that you're doing. I love the show. I watched for a couple weeks. This is KJB. I just wanted to get some profit, some positive energy, man. You keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the call, man.
Yep, no doubt. I actually had a couple questions for you, but I'm actually getting ready to head out. My wife she get ready to go into labor, but I just wanted to shout out to you, give you that positive energy, man.
Oh, man, appreciate that. Much respect, man, and congratulations to you and your family, all right?
Thanks, appreciate it. I'll be watching the show.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All right. And prayers to his wife and having a happy and successful delivery. This man is on his way to have a baby and calling up the show, man. Much respect. This guy is about to go bring life in the world and called up my show to give me some props, man. Much respect to you, man. Yes, indeed. All right. So, yes, indeed. I'm going to let you guys go. Great episode today. Went over a lot of tickers, got back to the fundamentals of the show. Someone talked about, I kind of already talked about the whole warrior trading situation. So we're not talking. So it is what it is. He ain't trying to lower no prices. Then I'm not trying to push no, $999 product on people who don't have it like that. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You can go do it yourself. And if you're not really trying to help the people, then it is what it is. All right. So that's what it is with that situation. All right. You guys know Wednesday is my day off. Hopefully I get back to the green tomorrow. I had a red day today. Hopefully I get back to the greens tomorrow. I'm going to be going back to LXU. Let me see here. It's LXU again. That stock owes me, man. That stock, I know it's some green in there. I know it's some downside green in there. All right. This baby's coming back like this. All right. That's what I'm hoping to see in the stock. But we'll see. We will see. I'll be watching the price action. Obviously, you guys got your stocks. You guys got your stocks to look at. So happy trading tomorrow. All right. Happy trading tomorrow. I'll be back here on Thursday. Probably with a new name and maybe a new website. We'll see We will see. Y'all know I'm trying to brand this thing, man. I have a whole bunch of people reaching out, really say, "Oh, this could really be something," and whatever. We'll see. You know, if I can get to a point where I can make more money talking about stocks and actually playing stocks, hell yeah, I'll do it. Shit. You know me, I'm a black man. I can't turn down no money. I can't afford to turn down no money. Good money anyway, you know what I'm saying? Not having a coon or anything. 503, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, so I've called you before and talked to you a little bit about a couple of things. I like your show, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, I got a question. I've been kind of holding bags on TBEV.
TVEV?
TBEV.
Okay, high
Like
performance. High performance beverage.
beverages.
Okay, wow, this stock isn't really doing much at all.
Yeah, I know. And so they don't have a lot of news, but lately they have. And I'd say about a week or two ago, they had some crazy volume, and it didn't move the stock.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, they had like a billion, high numbers, and it didn't do anything. So what does that mean? Is it like diluted?
Yeah, man, that's exactly what it is. Let me see here. What do we have right now? Okay, I can't see. You got over 1 billion outstanding shares, and that's not unusual. But I want to see what the float is, and you might also you have a huge float, no doubt, probably, but you don't even have really daily volume to say that you're gonna have a breakout soon. You know what I mean? You need more daily volume. I see a lot of volume back in September, October, but since then, I mean, April, March, February, not much has been going on in TBEV.
Yeah, so I sometimes wonder about these because, some companies are, they say they're fake and they're scams, but I've seen their drinks on Amazon. They're like their flagship drink on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
so
I mean,
they seem legit.
Yeah, I'm sure they're an operational company, but the stock is a different question, and this is a lottery ticket, man, that looks like you're gonna have to hold for some time if you think this is gonna do something anytime soon. Probably not, but you never know with these things, man. You just never know. But this is a lottery ticket for you.
And it's kind of weird too, because I had no idea when it drove up the volume. That one day they had like 1 billion shares sold, and it came out of nowhere. But I really thought something was going to happen, but it didn't. So I'm hoping maybe there's some investors getting in there that are interested or getting interested. Might do something,
could be a promoter taking a position. It could be just somebody who likes to camp invest where you buy a bunch of triples and you just have it sit in your account because you have that kind of money to be able to get into some triples with previous promotion history and just try to wait until they get promoted again for you to profit 300, 400, 500%.
Right. Nice big jump, bag out. All right, well, cool, man. Hey, I just wanted to bring that up, but I appreciate the insight on that, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the call, man.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Appreciate the call, 503. Yeah, you're going to have people who are, again, I made a video on camp investing. You got these people who, just search the day. That's why you'll go on OTC markets and you'll see one stock that had like one trade for, $200, $300, sometimes as low as just $10, where somebody's just, hey, I think this could be promoted again within the next, 90 days, 6 months, a year. I'm just going to sit on the stock. And some people do that. But that stock is dead right now. It's a lottery ticket, but hey, it's a ticket that doesn't expire. So we'll see what happens. But you can't do anything with that right now. Somebody said dead cat smash. Yeah, it's a dead play. Absolutely dead play right now. All right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I haven't seen an RSI like that in a long time. Look at that. You said the RSI is planking. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. All right. So let me not make this a 5-hour episode. No, I don't do Forex trading, man. It's a fucking scam, man. Forex trading is a fucking scam. I remember looking at Oanda or whatever it is. I put in like $50, right? And I'm watching the US dollar euro go up, or euro US dollar go up. And as soon as I put my order in, it goes down. And then as soon as I sell, it goes back up. And then as soon as I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is this some type of fucking scam? Like, I swear, like literally, I would literally, I actually got my sister. I was still living with family at the time. I got my sister come in, look at the screen, and the euro's going up. I buy the euro and it goes down. I sell and it starts going back up. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? The fuck is this? You know? And then I got down to like $15 in the account. And then I start to go into the negative. I'm like, hold up. I'm going into a situation where now I owe you money? Even though I'm out of money technically? Forex is the only situation where you can literally start out with $50, $30 and go negative and keep going. They won't even close you out sometimes. They'll just let you keep going in the negative. I'm like, what the hell is going on? How I start out with $50 and now I owe you $20? What kind of bullshit is that? So I can't even imagine the people who start out with a ton of cash and, you know, you have incredible leverage, but that leverage is dangerous, man. And then all of a sudden you would have news come out of nowhere because, you know, you're dealing with these macro situations in the world. You know, something happened in like Korea and it's affecting me. And all of a sudden, this great opportunity to short the euro, all of a sudden I'm getting killed on it because something happened in Korea. Some data came out that I don't fucking know about. Oh man, it was horrible. Yeah, it was just, I'm sorry. I know the stock market isn't as big, but I just understand the stock market. I love penny stocks. These companies, many of them will go to shit. They have 1 or 2 or 3 products that I can understand. I understand price action. And that's it. I like simple, man. You know, when you're talking about Forex, man, you got these people who have 300, 400 analysts, you know, following countries all over the world, and you just sitting in your house, butt naked, thinking you're going to outperform Barings Bank and you know, Bank of America. It's not happening, man. It's not going to happen. Yeah, and then you got these people on YouTube pimping out people, man. Trying to convince them they can make a living on Forex, man. And it's sad because these are black folks, man. Have y'all seen that? These black folks going around on YouTube making videos talking about how much they kill it on Forex. You a lie. You a damn lie, bro. Yeah, it's what you call it? These God, what's the name of that marketing companies? These little marketing companies where you pay $200 a month. God, what are those companies called? What are those small little companies called where you sign up, you try to get people to get on your fucking downline? Fuck that shit, man. That downline bullshit. That's why I said I used to have this friend on Facebook, man. He would always come at me, hey Sal, man, I got a great business opportunity for you. Like, nigga, if I can't go downtown and pull a record with my name and that company's name, that's not a real business to me. That's not a real business to me. If I got every 2 weeks, I got to invite complete strangers into my house and put on a DVD and pretend like I'm making some money to get them to put $200 or $300, that's not a real business to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Constantly trying to convince people to get on my downline and, you know, teach people who don't want, you know, fuck that shit, man. Multi-level marketing. There you go. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. Fuck that shit. Multi-level marketing. Yeah, I know there's some people who are really successful with it, but it's just they're few and far between, man. Few and far between. I would say there are more losers in multi-level marketing than there are in stocks and investing. I think the chances of losing money in multi-level marketing is higher than probably in buying some of these stocks, especially in this market right now. Tony Zayat said 95% of Forex traders blow up within the first 6 months. I believe it. It's a big boys game, and you ain't got the education for it. You ain't got the education for it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. All right? I'm about to make this a 5-hour show. Let me get out of here. Y'all know what I can do sometimes. I'll go out of control. Tony Zayed, Corey Patterson, Market Dupree, Ryan Rail, Michael B, Jag B. Shout out to Peculiar Trade, Stock God, Q DeMayo. Again, you guys go over to the Discord room. I'm sure they're going to run late and they're going to do a little after show thing, probably there for a couple hours. Who knows? You can go ahead and learn there in the Discord room. All right. Go over what is hot right now after hours. Email me, happypennystocks@gmail.com. I'll respond back sometime tomorrow. If you need DVDs or any kind of educational material that I can send you, please watch those DVDs, man. You know, if you're trading and you're losing money, man, watch those DVDs, paper trade, do whatever you got to do to get your education up, man. You're losing because you don't know what you're doing, man. You know, but you're going to lose all the time anyway, because I know what I'm doing. I lost today, shit. After a great day yesterday, I gave away $350 and I just stopped it. I was like, okay, hold on. What did we do wrong here? And I broke my rules. But what's great about it is that the very next day you have a second opportunity to go out there and make some money. Make some money. Appreciate that, Robert Dupree, 3 hooks. Andrew Illig, Ryan Reel, Big Boom the Kraken, man. Thank you. Email me, Big Boom, happypennystocks@gmail.com. Send it to me, man. All right. Keon Wilson, appreciate it, sir. Please press like. Press like on this video if you haven't already. CHS Investing, thank you, sir. Travi, thank you. You guys have a great night. See you back here on Thursday to review that night's market action. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.